Kyler Gordon's future with the Chicago Bears is a hot topic right now. After receiving the Ed Block Courage Award, Gordon was asked about the possibility of a contract extension. His response made it clear that he loves Chicago, the city, the team, and the community. He expressed his desire to stay, but admitted that he has no control over the extension talks, leaving it in the hands of his agent and the team. This raises an interesting question. Have negotiations even started? Or is this just a case of Gordon staying out of the process while his agent handles it? Given that he is entering the final year of his rookie contract, he seems like a strong candidate for an extension. Other players, like Braxton Jones and Jaquan Brisker, might need to prove themselves for another year due to injuries, but Gordon has shown enough potential to warrant a long-term commitment. Despite missing 9 games over 3 seasons, Gordon has been a solid player and was the first draft pick made by general manager Ryan Poles. A reasonable extension could be in the range of 3 to 4 years, potentially around $9 to $12 million per year, depending on negotiations. Recent deals, like Jordan Lewis's 3-year, $30 million contract, could set the market, and Gordon might land a similar or slightly higher figure. Interestingly, both Ben Johnson and Dennis Allen, in their introductory press conferences, mentioned Gordon as a player they value. That indicates the team sees him as part of their future. Gordon himself said he isn't in a rush but wants the extension to be done the right way. Still, it's no secret that players prefer securing their deals sooner rather than later, locking in financial security and avoiding the risk of injury before getting paid. The Bears may revisit this after free agency slows down or after the draft. But if there's one player they should prioritize extending, it's Kyler Gordon. While other players have injury concerns that might delay extensions, Gordon has proven enough to deserve a long-term deal. Now, it's just a matter of when the Bears decide to make it happen. Kyler Gordon is eligible for an extension, and it seems like a no-brainer to get a deal done. What do you think? Should the Bears extend him? It's a key decision for the team moving forward. Now, shifting gears to the NFL draft and the Bears' strategy with the number 10 pick. ESPN draft analyst Matt Miller recently shared his thoughts on Chicago's approach. During an interview on 670 The Score, he stated that he doesn't believe offensive line is a priority for the Bears at number. According to Miller, the team remains confident in Braxton Jones and hasn't shown signs of moving on from him. He even mentioned that he has spoken with general manager Ryan Poles about Jones, although not very recently. This raises an important question. Has the team's outlook changed after Jones's major leg surgery? Injuries can shift draft priorities, and if the Bears are unsure about his long-term health, offensive line could still be in play at number 10. Another factor Miller pointed out is concerns about certain prospects, such as Will Campbell's arm length, which could affect his draft stock as a left tackle. Despite Miller's comments, there are valid reasons why the Bears might still consider an offensive lineman with their first-round pick. Ryan Poles himself has emphasized the importance of competition at left tackle. If the Bears see an opportunity to improve protection for their quarterback, they may not hesitate to make a move. With the draft approaching, this will be an interesting storyline to watch. Will Chicago prioritize another position, or will they secure more talent for their offensive line? The decision at number 10 could have a big impact on the team's future. The Bears' approach to the offensive line remains an important discussion, and while they don't have to draft a lineman in the first round, it's certainly an option, especially if the best player available happens to be one. For example, if the team believes someone like Amarius Mims can play left tackle and he's the highest-rated player on their board, why wouldn't they take him? Braxton Jones's injury situation is a key factor here. Even if he's ready for the season, the team needs depth in case he isn't fully recovered or struggles. And if he's not the long-term answer, finding his replacement sooner rather than later makes sense. Looking at the guard positions, there are also uncertainties. Joe Thuney is currently on a 1-year deal, and while an extension is expected, nothing is guaranteed. Jonah Jackson's contract has an option to be voided next year if he doesn't perform well. That means a player like Will Campbell could be drafted as a guard while still providing tackle depth. Injuries happen, and having strong offensive line depth is crucial for any team's success. Matt Miller makes a fair point. If everyone is healthy, the Bears' starting five is likely set for this season. However, completely dismissing the idea of taking an offensive lineman at number 10 isn't accurate. The team has done a great job addressing the offensive line, which now gives them flexibility in the draft. They can go with the best player available, whether that's an offensive lineman, a running back like Ashton Jeanty, a tight end like Tyler Warren, or even a defensive lineman like Mason Graham. Trading down is also an option, but the key takeaway is this. If the Bears see an offensive lineman at number 10 that they believe in, they should seriously consider taking him. Developing young talent for the long term is always a smart move, and solidifying the offensive line should remain a priority. If the Bears believe a player like Amarius Mims, Will Campbell, or even Josh Simmons could be a long-term cornerstone on the offensive line, they should strongly consider drafting him at number 10. Finding a player who can anchor the line for a decade is always worth considering. Who do you think the Bears will pick at number? Sib? It's a big decision that could shape the team's future. Now, shifting gears. Big news from the NFL. Cooper Kupp has officially been released by the Los Angeles Rams. The team had hoped to trade him, but no deal materialized. He is now free to sign with any team after being designated as a post-June 1st cut. Several teams have already been mentioned as possible landing spots, including the Seahawks, Patriots, Titans, Bears, and Steelers. The Vikings and Packers are also reportedly interested, so the NFC North could be in the mix. If the price is right, signing Kupp could be a great move. A contract similar to DeAndre Hopkins' deal, around $6 million per year, would make sense. While Kupp has dealt with injuries and isn't as explosive as he once was, he's still a reliable target and an excellent blocker. His experience and team-first mentality would fit well with the Bears' offense, and Ben Johnson values receivers who contribute in the blocking game. The question is whether Chicago would be willing to meet his price, especially with other teams in the race. While it seems unlikely, it wouldn't hurt to make a call and see what the asking price is. Would you want the Bears to sign Cooper Kupp? It's a tough decision, but he could be a valuable addition if the deal makes sense. Before wrapping up, here are a couple of quick updates. Linebacker Jack Sanborn is signing with the Cowboys, following former Bears coaches Matt Eberflus and Dave Borgonzi to Dallas. While it would have been nice to keep him, the Bears clearly didn't see him as a long-term fit. The quarterback market is heating up in free agency. Russell Wilson is set to meet with the Browns and Giants, while there's speculation about Aaron Rodgers' future, possibly with the Steelers. This could shake up the league in the coming weeks. There's still plenty of off-season action ahead, and it will be interesting to see what moves the Bears make next.